Welcome, dear friends, for this 7-minute meditation or sermon or Bible study, whatever it is. And the subject now I thought of sharing with you is about 7 requests to God. All these 7 requests are mentioned in Psalm 86. King David, being a very responsible person, he has got some requests made to God. Perhaps he was in some dilemma or going through some rough time. Whatever the background may be, this psalm is a blessing to us even after 3,000 years later. 7 requests to God. The first request the psalmist King David requests to God is, guard my life. Psalm 86 verse 2, guard my life. We hear about bodyguard, and we hear about aqua guard, and here is God whom the psalmist requests him to guard my life. That's a good prayer to pray in this season, in this time of challenges that we go through. Guard my life, Psalm 86:2. The second request that the psalmist makes to God is, I like this, Psalm 86 verse 3, have mercy on me. Have mercy on me. It's a wonderful prayer to pray. Have mercy on me. Sometimes when I do not know what to pray, I pray this prayer. Have mercy on me. That may mean many things to many people, but God understands. Have mercy on me, Psalm 86 verse 3. And in Psalm 86 verse 4, there is a very different kind of request that the psalmist is making to God. I was surprised to go through it a few minutes ago. He says, bring joy to me. Bring joy to me, your servant, or bring joy. This is a wonderful prayer request that we can pray to God in a situation like this, when sometimes going through a newspaper or a media, it can bring a kind of sickening effect or a depressing effect on us. And here is a prayer that I recommend from the psalmist, Psalm 86 and verse 4, bring joy. Asking God, oh God, you are the source of joy, and so bring joy. Fourthly, this is wonderful prayer request, Psalm 86 and verse 11, where the psalmist says, teach me, teach me. And particularly is asking, teach me your way. You know, sometimes we may not understand all that takes place in our lives and all that happens in our personal lives, in our family, in our country, in the entire world, for example. Whatever the context may be, we can pray a prayer, Lord, teach me. What do you want me to learn? Please teach me. I'll go through this education, oh God, teach me your way. We may know others' way, our own way, but better to know God's way, and better to ask God to teach him, and he will do it. By the way, let me present the subject that we are studying together 7 requests to God. And the 5th request, give me, I like this, give me undivided heart. Give me undivided heart. Psalm 86:11, that's a wonderful prayer. Sometimes our hearts are divided. And here is the psalmist who says, give me an undivided heart. Wonderful prayer. Psalm 86 and verse 16, there is one other prayer. This is a nice prayer to pray. Grant me your strength. Grant me your strength. You can ask God to give strength. Last 2-3 weeks I felt very weak. And I found out this prayer, and it's a nice prayer to pray. Grant me your strength. Grant me your strength. 7thly and lastly, there is one other prayer that he prays in closing. He says, give me a sign. Give me a sign. He's asking for a sign. And what kind of sign he's asking for? Psalm 86 and verse 17. Give me a sign of your goodness. Wow. Every day, all 365 days, we see the goodness of God. And here is a sign that the psalmist is asking. And good, that nothing wrong in asking, Lord, give me a sign of your goodness. Guard my life. Have mercy on me. Bring joy. Teach me your way. Give me an undivided heart. Grant me your strength. And give me a sign of your goodness. May the Lord add his blessing. Amen.